All right. So first off, thanks everybody who joined today. Thanks to all the speakers, the panelists, the staff for supporting. It's been a great set of content and really happy that all of you could join today. Kyler and I have some closing thoughts, and Kyler's been kind of keeping track, collecting some interesting quotes throughout the day. So I'm going to hand it over to Kyler here to give her perspective on what she heard and what she thought are some of the interesting takeaways. So Kyler?
Heck yeah. I wasn't able to watch all of them. Having two tracks means you're always missing out. So you'll have to look forward to the recordings, just like me. But we can start with the intro, the keynote. Corey Quinn hit the heart of the thing with humor and frustration that we all feel. Have a human read your change plans. Yes, every single one. And I know that's frustrating. Terraform generates so much stuff. There's a temptation here to have AIs write your change plans. Maybe that read your change plans and may potentially approve them. Maybe that'll be one of the talks next year. If someone builds that, please share it. But for now, you should probably have a human read the change plans. That's what it's there for, to read and approve. Matt Gowie said agents will operate our infrastructure. Get your tooling ready. That's a really different paradigm from where we used to be. It used to be that humans are writing code. Humans are running the infrastructure. And anymore, that's really changing. We're all kind of project managers of infrastructure and potentially the agents that service it. We're all managers now. It's a different world. The new Transformers tool from Anton Babenko can validate or transform your infrastructure as code resources, states, and modules. This is a really cool tool that Anton announced at this conference. You can use it to set policies and do validations, like a lot of OPA, like some of the existing tools, but it can also transform them. It can add and remove code from modules in a way that's kind of a wrapper around Terraform in a very Anton, super cool way. And if anyone knows Terraform modules, it is Anton. So check that out. Maybe someone can share a link in the session chat or the public chat on the side, because I would love to check it out personally and see how it works. Davlet says, trust the guardrails, not the good intentions of the humans or agents building your infrastructure, which really resonated with me. With both humans and agents, we rely a lot on these instructions like, hey, please don't delete prod. Please remember, don't run the reset command on the database. But if the permissions for that new employee or that agent with a fresh context permit it to do that, it's eventually going to do it. And it's not the fault of the new employee or the agent. It's your fault for giving it prod permissions. Don't give your agents prod permissions. And if you do, you need to be really careful with your hooks and your guardrails and your policies. And if they don't exist, the agent's going to delete your prod one day. So make sure to get those set up. Tools don't exist in a vacuum, and neither do humans, was a note from Chris Evans on one of the panel talks. His point was that if you build something internally and you get it perfect, it's an amazing tool. It's integrated into all the dependencies that it needs to today in your company. And then your company switches from Jira to another ticketing system, or from Confluence to a wiki-based product for all of your information. You have to rebuild that integration. So it's not necessarily that you shouldn't ever build internally. There was some wonderful discussion on that roundtable. But if you do build it yourself, your work is not done when it's finished. You will be maintaining that thing forever, because tools will change and integrations will change. Code review is going away, which I think was a wonderful take from Ganesh. I don't know if I agree, which is the best kind of quote. His point here is that automated testing is more important than ever. AIs from all of your employees are now generating much more code than before, particularly for the folks that didn't generate code before. Your public relations, your marketing, your HR, your sales, they're building apps, they're publishing them. You need automated testing to make sure the code is right. Because even if you're the best code reviewer in the world, there's no way to keep up with the influx of all of this code. So build some testing to make sure it's right. That goes hand in hand with good policies. Design your platforms for AI first in addition to humans. This is a note from Vlad. And I see this all the time now on the products I'm asked to consult on. We're not just building it for a human to click buttons. We're making sure that we're using sort of a SPA architecture or an API that has an OAuth path for robots to take advantage of too. You don't really need an MCP. You can certainly just publish your open API spec. Agents can read that just as well as an MCP. And if it can be consumed in an automated way, it works the same. It can make your tools much more powerful, flexible, and automatable if you build them for AI first when you're building them. Dmitry Vlecho says 93% of are reporting AI-caused infrastructure incidents. This was a really great talk with tons of statistics and numbers from Spacelift's research. And there was some really interesting contradictions that developers and companies don't want to implement policies. They don't want to. It's too much work. It'll slow us down. It'll make us not competitive. And then 93% are saying that AI sometimes causes infrastructure incidents and crashes everything. So how do you sell something? How do you provide something to companies that don't want to do it, but they need it? How do you make a company take its vitamins? That's a hard challenge, and it's something we're asking platform engineering teams to do all over. And back to Gareth to close.
Awesome. Thanks, Kyler. And again, thanks to all of you who joined. We'll close with an ask to you all. Help us make IaCConf better. Take a survey. In the survey, we ask you, what type of content are you interested in hearing on future sessions? What kind of other activations and events are you interested in for IaCConf, whether it's a dedicated Slack channel, in-person events? We've ran in-person events at KubeCon in Atlanta in November, and then just most recently at Amsterdam in March. We want to do more, but we also want to hear from you, like where you want to see more of IaCConf. What do you want? So please do take the survey. You can grab some stickers and some Spacelift swag once you complete that. It'll send you over to another form where you can put in your shipping details. There's limited availability. We have limited shipping, but again, please, the ask here is help us make this better for you all, because that's why we do this. That's why we're pulling together this content, building the presenters. It's for you all in the community. So with that, I want to thank everyone again for joining IaCConf 2026. Thanks to Kyler for co-hosting in this last session, and we will see you at the next IaCConf session. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks all.